Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurul Ashatira Nashra binti Ishaq. I will present to you the background of study and the objective of the projects. First, for the background of study, in this project, it involves picking candies from bowl containing a total of 30 candies, consisting of 3 different flavors in varying amounts. By randomly picking candies with our eyes closed for 30 times, we can observe the frequency of each flavors getting picked in our sample. Next, we can use the formula learned to study the probability and distribution of selecting each flavors. Next, the objective of the project. First is to observe and document how often each flavor of candy is selected out of 30 random picks. Second, to calculate the chance of picking each flavor of candy inside the bowl. Third is to calculate the difference between experimental probability and theoretical probability based on the expected results and the experiment results.
Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurul Syuhada binti Muhammad Razwan and I will present about methodology of our group project. In this project assignment, 30 sweets with 3 different flavors were prepared, making sure each flavor had a different number, which is 8 grapes, 9 apples, and 30 strawberries. All the sweets were placed in a bowl and mixed well. The person picking the sweets keep their eyes closed before reaching into the bowl to ensure a random selection. After drawing one sweet, the flavor was recorded and the sweet was returned to the bowl before the next pick. This process was repeated 30 times to gather enough data. At the end, the recorded results were compared with the original distribution to observe how closely the outcome matched the expected probabilities. Next is the definition of probability. Probability is the branch of mathematics that deals with measuring the likelihood of an event happening. It provides a way to quantify uncertainty by assigning a value between 0 and 1 to an event, whereas 0 means the event is impossible and 1 means it is certain. Probability is widely used to make informed decisions under uncertainty. In statistics, probability plays a crucial role in analyzing data, making predictions, testing hypotheses, and drawing conclusions about population based on samples. We go to the next part, which is experimental probability. Experimental probability is based on actual observation or experiment rather than theoretical assumption. It is calculated using the formula P in bracket E equals to number of times the event happens or total number of trials. This type of probability reflects what actually happened in practice, and it may vary from the theoretical probability, especially with a small number of trials. We go to the next part, which is theoretical probability. Theoretical probability is the chance of an event happening based on known possible outcomes. Assuming all outcomes are equally likely, it is calculated using this formula P in bracket E equals to number of favorable outcomes over total number of possible outcomes. This type of probability is used when all outcomes are known and equally likely, such as in flipping a fair coin, rolling a fair die, or drawing a card from a well-shuffled deck.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Ashraf and I will present about our finding of this project. First question is, observe and record the frequency of each flavor for those sweets. For the answer, Table 3.1 shows how often each candy flavor was picked during a random selection experiment. A total of 30 sweets were placed in a bowl and one sweet was picked at random 30 times, with the sweets being put back after each pick. The most frequently picked flavor was strawberry, which was selected 15 times. This was followed by apple, picked 11 times, and finally grape, which was picked only 4 times. For the second question, what is the experimental probability of obtaining each of the flavor? For the answer, probability of getting apple equivalent to 11/30, probability of getting strawberry equivalent to 15/30, and probability of getting grapes equivalent to 4/30. For question C, what is the theoretical probability of obtaining each of the flavor? For the answer is theoretical probability of getting apple is 9/30. Theoretical probability of getting strawberry is 13/30, and theoretical probability of getting grapes is 8/30.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Sriana binti Syahruddin, and I will present for question D, G, and conclusion. Next, for question D, what is the difference between experimental probability of obtaining apple's flavor and the theoretical probability of obtaining apple's flavor? The experimental probability is equal to 11/30, while theoretical probability is 9/30. So, 11/30 minus with 9/30, we will get 1/15. Next, we will multiply with 100% because the answer wants a percentage rounded to the nearest whole percentage. So, the answer we got is 7%.
Question E. What is the difference between experimental probability of obtaining strawberry flavors and the theoretical probability of obtaining strawberry flavors? Write the answer as a percent rounded to the nearest whole percentage. The solution is open bracket experimental probability minus theoretical probability close bracket multiply with 100, which is open bracket 15/30 minus 13/30 close bracket multiply with 100%, and the answer is 7%. Next, for question F, what is the difference between experimental probability of obtaining grapes flavors and the theoretical probability of obtaining grapes flavors? Write the answer as a percent rounded to the nearest whole percentage. The solution is open bracket theoretical probability minus experimental probability close bracket multiply with 100%, which is open bracket 8/30 minus 4/30 close bracket multiply with 100%. The answer is 13%.
Lastly, for our conclusion. In addition, this experiment shows that the aim of the objective are fully reached on each 3 flavor sweets, and shows that probability works in real life. For example, proceeding the waiter, making decision in spot, and even understanding basic game of chance. Also shows this experiment able to clearly understand with each flavor by performing 30 trials and observing the relative frequency of each outcome. Other than that, this experiment shows that randomness is doing something fully fair and equal without any error in making decisions. Therefore, this experiment is easy to understand and can be applied in real life as a key of concept randomness to field including mathematics and decision making.